So happy you are here. We are back on the scene with the gangster lean on this good Monday afternoon. How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. So it's lunchtime, and I wanted to chit chat. So I have quite a few things to talk about, but I always like to start by reminding everyone of all of the fun things that I have available here on this channel. So one of the main things that I have available is my live I was gonna say Zoom workouts because I'm so used to saying that. My live workouts that I do right here on this channel. Hey T, welcome in. Happy Monday. So every Monday I do live workouts. Okay? I mean Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we do live workouts. So bring your ass. Bring your ass to class and happy Monday, baby. And just, get with it. Get with it or not at all. So, I just had brunch, I would call it. Because I made my banana pancakes. I made those with fresh fruit on top. It was quite delicious. I ate that already. I did not take any pictures. Like I was working, cooking, doing all the things all at once. So I didn't think about filming it. Beeman, what's goody? Yo, Beeman. Your songs are fire. Oh my God, I listen to your music. Now, I don't know if I can use it for my workout classes because it's very specific with the playlist. Until my ultimate dream is to collaborate with a DJ to create the playlist but make them non-copyright. Right. But I can definitely use some of your songs when I'm doing like cardio stuff and like jump rope and stuff like that. And I used some of your, what's up Vanessa? Welcome in. How you doing? I used some of your songs when I was doing jump rope. I can't remember if it was on members or if it was on the public side of this thing. I don't know what side I was on when I did that. But guys, if you're not subscribed to Beeman, check him out. Check out his channel, guys. He does music, and oh my gosh, I was like, all right now, the music is popping. Vanessa says, how are you doing today, Queen? Happy Monday to you and everyone. I am doing quite well on this Monday. I'm not feeling 100% because I'm being attacked by that winch. That winch. That's right. You heard me right. Aunt Flo. That winch, Aunt Flo, and her daggone cousin, Perry. They are harassing me. And I'm like, if you don't leave me alone. T said I had a burger on lettuce with sweet potato fries. I made it my... Oh, you go, girl. Go ahead, T. It was good, right? I still ain't have that burger. I ended up making on Friday. Remember when we was talking and I was like, ooh, what I'm gonna make? I ended up making ground turkey and just making regular old lettuce tacos. What's up, Lily? What's up, Grant? How are you? Welcome in. How are you, darling? Yes, I'm blessed. No complaints. I just finished cycling. I'm feeling so blessed. Isn't that, like, don't you feel amazing after you worked out? I have a new video that's going to be dropping this week, and it's going to be talking about how to fall in love with fitness. But it's in my way, so get ready. Get ready for that video. T said, yes, it's delicious. I was craving a burger because I ate them a lot in the past. So you can still eat burgers. Just, we're just switching it up a little bit. Me too, T. Aren't you proud of us? Oh my God. Like yesterday, I cooked a whole bunch of different things because I'm like, I have my meal. That's how I meal prep. I don't, that's the thing about your fitness journey, guys, is figuring out what works for you. Because if you watch social media a lot, it'll have you thinking you have to be this super organized with perfectly crafted meals for each and every day in perfectly packaged containers. And if that doesn't work for you, girl, if you need to make you a pot of turkey chili and that's what you're going to do, and that's how you're going to eat for the week, do that. Do whatever works. Like, take that pressure off yourself. What up, BD? I ain't seen you in a minute. What's going down, brother? Yes, try to tackle burpees. Like, ooh, Grant, you go, boy. Because let me tell you something. Me and burpees are not friends. Like, I don't think I will ever do burpees because a few things. Now, that's another thing about fitness. Like, you'll see people online and if they're doing like an intense workout, it has to include burpees. I don't agree. For personally, if everybody's more, do what you got to do for you. But burpees for me, it just, when I see it, I see injury. A lot of people don't have the upper body, the leg strength to do it properly. So they end up compensating in some way. And in my opinion, you'll end up injured. Not everybody, but that's why I don't do them in class. It's just a recipe for disaster. And it's a recipe for disaster. Like, because a lot of people think they're doing it correctly, but really they're arching their back when they come down into the plank position. They're over extending their knees. And it's just, burpees are a no for me. Like a no. But if you're doing them, Grant, as long as you're doing them safely and you're pacing yourself and not worried about speed, but more worried about form so that you don't injure yourself, then kudos to you. Vanessa said homemade food is the best, for real. Like, seriously. How you doing, BD? What's going down? Tom, hey, can I talk to y'all about Jesus? Now, look, I know we all know Jesus loves us, but do you love him? If so, we must build a connection with him and repent and accept Christ as our personal Lord and Savior. Tom also says, give your life to Jesus. This is a loving warning. Heaven and hell is real. Whether you believe it or, whether you believe it or not, if you're breathing right now, God is giving you time to repent and turn to Jesus today. He loves you. Thank you for the word, Tom. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Greg is asking if I enjoy fentanyl, and he's asking it repeatedly. I think it's going to make his life worth living if somebody gave me a gift. Who sent me a gift? I just see a gift there. I don't see who sent it. Hi, K Fresh. Thank you so much. I'm a little behind on the chat. Greg, I'm confused as to why you would ask me that. It's not really appropriate. Like, can you be nice? Right, T. Tell him, stop with your foolishness. BD said, been busy doing a lot behind the scenes. I just hosted another Family Feud tournament of couples match last night. We're only, damn, you have mad mashups. Like, I feel like we did that a while ago when me and Jay and her husband and my husband played. Dang. What's up, Mia? How was your weekend? Hey, coach, not going back to work till next month. What? I have how do you get fibroids on the bottom of your foot? What the heck? I'm so sorry to hear that. What's up, Hanaya? Is that how you say your name? Hi. Grant said, did a mixture with trainer, wasn't a fan of burpees or Russian twists. Yeah. Russian twists, I think it's a really great exercise though. Even though they're really challenging, it's a great exercise. I'm not a fan of burpees, not just because of how strenuous it is. I just think it's injury prone. It's an injury prone exercise. In my personal opinion, well, actually my professional opinion, but that's, I don't want to step on any other trainer's toes. A lot of trainers use burpees. Homemade food is the best, but who wants to cook? Not me, chop. T, you look. How are you today, Hanaya? I hope you're doing well. T, listen, me either. But one thing I'm learning in this challenge is, yeah, you save money. You save money. You save money. You definitely save money cooking at home. And I definitely feel amazing. I feel really good. BD said, yeah, I have 16 couples in total. I'm just working around everyone's schedule. That's what it is. Mia said, I found them rubbing my foot and I saw the doctor today. He's like, yeah, I don't like those. I don't like those days. Yeah. Yeah, you better hurry up, BD, because we about to get real busy. So I thought it would be over by now, child. You better, child. It's about to get busy. I forgot. I even until you came in here and you mentioned, like, I saw you. I forgot all about it. Like, I totally did. That we had like a second, like we doing it again. Yeah. So anyway, guys, I want to talk. There's a few things I want to talk about today. First thing I want to talk about is how amazing I'm feeling with this March Madness Fitness Challenge. If you did not join the March Madness Fitness Challenge, tisk tisk, because honey, for the ladies that have joined, I'm going to do a live panel discussion with some of the ladies that have joined and are willing to join the panel, but there's something, I feel something spiritual happen. I don't know. I just feel renewed. I feel re-energized. T said, you take your glasses off to joke around and put them on and get to be. Yes, I do. I feel re-energized. I feel empowered. Just what an amazing, it's just amazing. Like, because I always think about this, like in the very beginning of the challenge, when I'm thinking about undertaking this and leading a challenge like this where we're working out all the time, and I have to challenge myself to definitely commit to this level of a fitness journey and of a fitness challenge, and to execute it, and everybody that is really locked in is locking in and they're seeing results. Oh my God. That energizes me in a way, like to take it to another level. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to take it up. Hallelujah. We taking it up. So the challenge ends on the 31st of March. And at that time, I'm going to do like a reveal of my before and after pictures, so you guys can see like the changes I've made in my body in the month. And in the last couple of days, I ran across this new content creator that I really enjoy her content, and she has inspired me to level up like how I do my vlogs and stuff like that. So I'm working on that. Oh God. That's an undertaking in itself. I really wish I could take a beat to do some classes and to really learn how to edit well. Like I want to learn that, but I don't have time. I mean, I have time to, I guess, if I don't post, but I want to post. But I guess I could do talking videos and practice. I don't know. Y'all don't care. Hi, Rigid. How you doing? How you doing, Rigid? Rigid, your name looks funny now because you don't have the thing next to you no more. You done left us. But I'm gonna make you a mod, Rigid. You've definitely have been an amazing supporter. Because a lot of people get gifted memberships, but when I tell you, you really locked in and you was all up in our mix. And I really love that. I love that. And that shows me that you are a dope individual. What's up, Miss Nikki in the building? Chi-Town in the place to be. I went to John Jay University. I remember that song. And since kindergarten, I acquired the knowledge. So after 12th grade, I went, what? So after 12th grade, I went straight to college. I know how to make your computer fast. Oh my God. Rigid! What? Yeah, I think he likes to blurt out random shit. How are you doing this morning? Why are you spelling morning like that? Are you sad because it's Monday? Are you sad because it's Monday, Richard? I'm not. I actually like Monday, because, especially if I can work from home on a Monday. I don't mind starting it's like a soft launch into the week. The real day is Tuesday. Ciao. I don't know why my glasses feel like they're super foggy. You see, I never used to have to do this. You see this? Like when I'm going like this here? I never used to have to do that. All right, let me get to the topic because I don't have all night and day, right? Oh my God, I'm so jealous, T. Like, you have no idea how jealous I am. Ridget said, thanks, now I know. Thanks, now I know. Now you know what? What, Ridget? You know, Ridget, we talked about this. You got to talk in full sentences. You're dealing with an auntie who I say something and then I forget, just like that. Okay? I have to write down what I'm like. I have to write down ideas. Like when I come up with video ideas, I have to write it down. Told you, Coach, get that medical history going. What you talk about, Miss Nikki? Are you trying to say I'm like, oh, to work from home? Oh. Okay, so let me tell you something, Miss Nikki. I mean, you know what? I could start it. You're right. It's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight. Because where I work, they frown on that. I mean, it's the law. Like if a doctor does say that, then fine. There's nothing they can really do. But it's gonna give me problems at the same time. You know, so I've been thinking about it. I've really been thinking about it and praying on it because I know that it's gonna be a fight and it's gonna be some hating going on that I have to deal with. Oh, and I don't know if I really want to deal with that. I don't know. So just, you know, I haven't decided to pull the plug yet, to pull the lever or whatever. Okay, what's up? Liquor, Slot, and Scratch. You love coming over here. How you doing? You know what's best for me, Miss Nikki? Working the hell from home and never having to go into the office. That would be the best. But, you know when you know who you work with? You know what I mean? It's going to be a little hate. It's going to be a little hating going on. It's going to be a little calling me when I'm working from home, like calling random time just to see if I'm doing stuff and being nitpicky about certain, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know if I want to, you know, when you can put a spotlight on yourself when you don't have one on you. Yeah. So I'm weighing my options in that way. I can get your computer to function fast. That's it. Editing can be fast, but it's not so rigid. It's not the functionality of my computer. It's not that. It's the functionality of my ability to edit and make it the way I would want it to be. Incorporating different types of shots and this and that. It's not nothing. My computer's pretty quick. It's not that. Hi, Tuba. Welcome in. How are you today? We're going to be talking about a few things. So let me get started, okay? Hi, Ricardo. How you doing? Welcome in. Yo, guys, get these likes up. Can we get to 20 likes? If you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. My name is Coach Mean Reen, and I am your plus-size fitness coach. Do not adjust your screen. I'm a big girl. Oh, tisk tisk. Oh, thank you, Ricardo. Do you love my wig? I appreciate it. Really, I do, Ricardo. I appreciate you. I ain't do nothing to it though. I put a little zhuzh, a little spritz on it. You see? You see the curl pattern? You see that? Thank you, Rick. Oh, you love it. Oh, thank you, Ricardo. Thank you so much. You still ain't like the live. Not gonna lie, talking like that makes me catch feelings. College girl, my ex, a child psychiatrist. Oh, really? Your ex girl was a Brit? Was she a Brit? Then I already know what she did to you. She put it on you. You messed that up. And now she's a school. She's a child psychiatrist. Does she work in a school? Cause if she working in a school, she making big bucks and she get the summer off. You messed it up. You messed up. What you did wrong, Rigid? She broke up with you? Oh, speaking of messes up, what in the heck, guys, is going on in... Okay, now my younger ladies, my ladies that's like in their 30s and 28 to 35, I'm speaking specifically to you, and this is your auntie speaking. Hello, when did we start making it okay to be number one, a side chick to a married man? That's number one. And number two, to then also become pregnant by the married man. What? Why are we praising this? What's going on? Like, what is happening? What is happening in the world? Now, I told you guys about caping for celebrities, so I was not at all devastated or shocked when I found out that Lotto was pregnant. Apparently, some of her, I like some of her songs, but I'm not a Lotto, I don't buy Lotto's albums and listen to each word. So apparently her brand was all about not having children and being like a hot girl, being outside and not having any kids and never getting trapped by a man, right? That was her branding. So if you don't know who Lotto is, for my people, it's like, who that? Lotto is, well, her name used to be Mulatto, but Lotto is a rapper. Pretty successful. I wouldn't say she's in the same tier as Nicki Minaj's Cardi B. She's not in that tier, but she's directly under that tier. Maybe like in the same lane as a Glorilla, Sexy Red, and whoever else was in that tier. People don't have no respect. Oh my God. None. But anywho, she just did a reveal of a pregnancy, right? Like similar to Glow, right? Like in the same lane, like, you know, doing her thing, but I wouldn't say she's a mega star. Like, I don't think she could sell out the garden on her own. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Some 25-year-old will come in here and be like, auntie, Lotto is that girl. Okay. But she's not that girl, in my opinion, because right now this woman is flaunting. I mean, what else is she going to do, right? But she's pregnant by a married man. What? And it's so sad because she did her pregnancy reveal, and the only thing she can show of this man is his hand. Now, ladies, women in general, but specifically my chocolate ladies, my black girls, my brown girls, we have the highest mortality rate when it comes to childbirth. So I'm not, you know, everyone's going to say, what do you care? It's her body. She can do what she wants. But that's not, the point is, or the reason why I'm concerned is what celebrities do influence, especially younger girls and younger boys. It influences the culture. It does. I don't care what anybody says. They can say they're not into what celebrities do and I do what I want to do, but If celebrities had no pull, then they wouldn't get multi-million-dollar endorsement deals. These people get multi-million-dollar endorsement deals. Why? Because what they say is goals is what people follow. Just think about all the people that say relationship goals when they're looking at celebrities on TV, right? It's always relationship goals with these celebrities on TV. So the same thing would occur for pregnancy goals. I I don't know what's happening. Like I'm a little scared. I'm scared for our culture that think that this is okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. You're putting your body at risk. You're putting, not just physically, I'm not just talking about stretch marks and stuff like that. I'm speaking about not being able to live. I'm talking about our mortality rate is double, maybe even triple that of our white counterparts. When we go into give birth, there is a higher percentage that we're not going to make it to the other side. So you're risking life. You're risking your life to bring life into this world for a man that doesn't care enough about you to put a ring on your finger? What the fuck? What is happening? For somebody that doesn't care enough to claim you in public? Like, we got, like, what is... that is insane to me. That's insane. Someone that doesn't even care enough about you to put a ring, talking about, I don't think a relationship should be defined by a piece of paper. But he's willing to allow you, and don't tell me, oh, she could prevent pregnancy. So could he. So could he. So could he. One can't get pregnant without the other. Hello, what's up, Vicky? Hey, Foodie, how you doing, girl? Mia said it's not a hot look. It's not. Keep your legs closed. Goals. Yes, keep your legs closed and start to learn to value your body. I'm not saying never have children, but if you're gonna have children, like, and not just, I'm not trying to shame anybody that's a single mom that had a child out of wedlock. I'm not shaming anybody. I'm just speaking to the fact that when you are pregnant, when you decide to have a child with someone, and then people always say, you know, I wanted a child, but I wouldn't marry him. So you would have a child with someone that you would not spend the rest of your life with. So you would rather share DNA, hello, to produce life force with someone. This is not a doll. This is a person that's going to get raised up. You okay with having a baby with someone you wouldn't marry? A child, your legacy with someone that you wouldn't marry, but you don't want a piece of paper. What? What happened? We used to value family. Like, if you got pregnant out of wedlock 2 generations ago, it was completely, you were ostracized. Now we celebrate baby showers more than a wedding. What the freak? This girl is flaunting a belly for a man that is married. And it's, you know, I know some people that are simple-minded will think, oh, you're judging her. She can do what she wants with her body. You know how they say, what did they say in Superman? Was that Superman? No, I'm not into the comic books, but there's one, Spider-Man, I think it was, with something about great responsibility. There is a level of responsibility when you become a public figure, or at least you should assume a certain level of responsibility. People look up to you. People are taking their very last money to purchase and buy tickets to come to your shows They're following you on Instagram. They're influenced by what you wear, and they want to wear it too. So don't you think if you're wearing scarlet, honey, they want to wear that too? And they think it's now okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. This is not okay. Ugh. Foodie said, try to give your children the best outcome they can get. Yes. And it's sad. I feel sad. And not just for the women, not just for the young women. I also feel sad for the young men. Because if you're a decent young man that isn't, you're not balling out of control, but you have a good job, you take care, you're considered a square, you're screwed because they're running up after these six-figures that got that got a wife and 3 baby mamas. That's what they want to have. That's who they want to risk their life and body to bring a life into the world for. But a good man that is willing and able to provide you with a stable life, they shun at this. They don't want this because he took her to he want to take you to Cheesecake Factory on your first date. What what has happened? I'm so sad. This is sad. And people, I'm looking in the comments. Some people really are saying they're not pleased with Lotto getting pregnant, and some people are saying congratulations. And I get that, any child is a blessing and all of that. I understand that, but I think that we've taken that ideology and you know how they say give somebody an inch and they'll take a yard? That's what we've done with that ideology of, oh, children are a blessing. So people just spreading it low and they were spreading it wide and dipping it low. That's everybody just spreading it all outside, just spreading their seed everywhere. But where's the family unit? What does this look like? Well, everybody that's having all these babies out of wedlock and all of these babies with married men, what does this look like when that same child is 13 and realizes the situation that they were born in? What does that do to that child? Think when daddy can't be there because daddy is over there. Babylon. With great power comes great responsibility. That's it. Yes, Spider-Man. Look, let me tell you something, child. Form, you right. I was watching you make sure everything's done right. Yes, Rigid. Shatika, hey girl, how you doing? Vanessa says, so I have a question. If a person has a child out of wedlock, should they have an abortion or give the child up for adoption? Okay, so that's the conversation that starts. So what I personally think is if you find yourself pregnant, of course, I mean, I don't know if I condone. I think everybody should choose for themselves what they want to do. I would never, if somebody decided they didn't want to carry through the pregnancy, I wouldn't judge that. But I wouldn't say, oh, it should, all those children should be aborted. What I would say is pregnancy prevention is probably the best. So you don't find yourself having to make those decisions, right? I think that's safer. Making sure that you protect yourself, making sure that you don't let your boyfriend, no matter how long y'all been dating and having it, whatever, you're dating. He has not made that official commitment to you. And I'm not saying that you should be pressuring your boyfriends to get married and none of that. And I know some people are even going to say, oh, but marriages ain't nothing no more. But why do you think that is? What happened to the sanctity of marriage? Now marriage is seen as just a piece of paper, but it's a lot more than just a piece of paper. It's a foundation. If two people are together and if two people are willing and committed to the relationship, marriage is not just a piece of paper. But we ladies, and I only can speak to my women. The men, I'll leave that to men to handle the men's. Because we as women, we love to be like, oh, men are dogs and men. But we don't take ownership for what we allow. As a woman, you control your vagina. Okay? And if somebody isn't willing to commit to you the way that they should be, close your blows on skirt legs to them. You can control that. You definitely ain't getting pregnant if your legs is closed. But to answer your question, Vanessa, honestly, as a woman, if you are sexually active, protect yourself. There are very many ways to do that. Make sure that you're protecting yourself. Don't let that man talk you into unprotected sex if he's not willing to put a ring on. Okay? Foodie said, LOL, Cheesecake Factory sounds good. For real? Doesn't it? Ooh, I love me some Cheesecake Factory. Hi, Jack. Yeah, I'm hungry as fuck. What's up, Jack? Look at y'all. Is the food good at Cheesecake? Oh my God, Mia. No, don't tell Mia it's good because we right now we are in the midst of juicing and all of the things. But yes, Cheesecake Factory is definitely an amazing time, and I go there once a year. I didn't go for my birthday this year because I was in Jamaica, but so I owe Cheesecake Factory a visit. I do it once a year. I get that chocolate, the Hershey chocolate cheesecake. I get a what do I get to drink? I get a espresso martini, the brown bread, and to eat for dinner, I get the chicken and shrimp, Jamaican chicken and shrimp. Oh my God! Every time the same thing. I don't even need to look at the menu. And then, ooh, I might get an appetizer. If I feel like appetizer, I'll either do the avocado rolls or the Tex-Mex rolls. And then BFF will get the bang bang shrimp. And then we'll like share our appetizers. Matter of fact, we need to clock that. I'm gonna go in June for his birthday. Well, we might be going away for his birthday too. T said, I hate when people say it's just a piece of paper. Money is just a piece of paper. Take all your money and tear it. They won't, because we have become a society that values money more than marriage. It's sad. It's sad. And when you think about like the long-term effects and all of these broken homes, like all of these broken homes, and children are just being born in broken homes, left and right and left. And and I hope I'm not offended. I don't mean to offend anyone. I'm talking about the global situation. I'm not just speaking about, we've gotten so used to saying my baby daddy and not my husband. So what does that mean for the future? What does that mean? Yes. Foodie said, my grandma used to say, put an aspirin between your thighs and hold it there. It took me years to figure out what she meant. When I heard her tell my cousin that I was 8. Yes, keep them legs airtight. Shut. But there's a reason, there's several reasons for, just controlling your temple, ladies. And it sucks because young women want to explore their sexuality. They want to have some fun. And I'm not saying don't do that. If you are going to do that, just be safe. Be careful. Protect yourself. There's a lot of different avenues you can take that you don't have to end up in a situation where you have to decide between unaliving the child or unaliving the pregnancy. I don't know how you would say it on YouTube. I don't know if you could say the AB word. Having an AB, can I say that? Having an AB or putting the child up for adoption. I wouldn't want to have to put my child up for adoption after carrying them for 9 months and going through the trauma of labor. And the reason why I'm really like, women, like, we have to be more aware is you're putting yourself at physical risk for someone that won't put then when you go to the kid's school, when the kid is 3 and 4 years old, The child, you give the child the father's last name. So you go into the school with the child that you almost died for to have on this earth, and y'all don't even share the same last name. And this has become the norm to the point where me talking about this is going to ruffle some people's feathers. Like, they're going to be mad. They're going to be like, well, I got a child. And I'm not, please understand, guys. I'm talking about not just, I'm not individualizing this conversation. This has become the norm. Just take a gander at your timeline. If you go up and down your timeline, you will see more baby showers than weddings. Baby showers. So that's why we're now seeing these grandiose baby showers, because ain't nobody getting married. Nobody. Like, the marriage it's and I'm not even saying that all marriages are going to be perfect or any of that. But what I'm saying is, when you have that type of value system and you're thinking about long term, if you can build a relationship with someone and you both make that commitment to each other to get married and to make it work and to have your children together. I'm not saying that one day you won't get divorced. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that. Wait, hold on. There's a few comments. Hold on. Hold on. Hi, Elisa. I hope I said your name right. How are you? T said, Mia, yes, it's a lot of food at Cheesecake Factory. They have a good variety of prices too. Yeah, they have good prices. They're good variety. The menu is huge. You can get everything. Mia said, accidents happen. Abstinence is possible, but don't use abortion as a means of birth control. No way. There's not a CF close to me. The bread from Outback Steakhouse. Outback Steak. Isn't it Outback? The Steakhouse? Outback. I'm mixing all these restaurants up, child. With the blooming onion. I've never, I don't think I've ever eaten at Outback Steakhouse. Or have I? I can't remember. Maybe I feel like maybe I did once. T said Longhorn. I've never been there. Steak is good. You can have a friendly friend without risks. Yes. But if you're doing that too, like, just be careful. Just be careful of, catching feelings. T said, I never had what people call a hoe season. They say I need to. I don't know about that. I'm cool at this point of my life. Who said you need? They said you need to have a whole season. No comment. Pepper said, but this is not new. What's not new, baby? Pepper. How you doing, Pepper Seed? Wait, hold on. Pepper Seed, you Jamaican? Pepper Seed. Hey, how we go? Hold on ya one time, man. Am I a good man? And am I take care of you? I'm look sweet. I'm trying to remember this. I'm trying to get the rhythm. Mia said, whole season, LOL. I think you gotta have hormones for that. Child. One is a mistake. Multiple is you out of control and insane. Okay. Hey, what up, Jeffrey? Peppa said, divorce is real too. Yes. And I'm not, I really want people to, I'm not saying that just because you get married means that you're gonna trollop into the sunset happy and free. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is we have to be more mindful of when we're bringing children into the world. And if you're bringing a child into the world with someone that doesn't care enough about you to make sure that you are protected and safe, it's sad that is it's the goal now. The goal is I want to have a baby by him. What? Not, I want to build my career. I want to have a baby by him. What? Like, having a baby is no joke. Miss Nikki said, I got pregnant at 16 and knew it was because of what I was doing. I couldn't get upset. The car started when I was putting the key in the ignition and turning it. Ooh. My body did what it was supposed to do. Hold on. I got pregnant at 16 and knew it was because of what I was doing. I couldn't get upset. The car started when I was putting the key in the ignition and turning it. Ooh, oh. Oh, Miss Nikki. Oh. My body did what it was supposed to do. So, Miss Nikki, let me ask, when you got pregnant at 16, how did your family react? What did they do to support you or not? If you feel like sharing. Miss Nikki said, I didn't have my second until my husband and I were married and we raised our 2 girls together. So after that first one, you said, because having a baby is no, like, ladies, we are the ones, we got to carry the baby. We got to have the baby. A lot of things can go wrong on that labor, when you're in labor. A lot of things can go wrong. Just for you to have the baby and end up giving that man the last name of the child and ain't no ring on your finger. Sorry. Hi. Oh, you're from Guyana. Big up, Guyanese massive. Big up. T said, but you gotta give yourself a chance at least. Pretty said, I think, oh, really, Pretty? I used to have a short pixie cut. I did, but let me tell you something, child. Trying to maintain it with the amount of working out I do, oh my gosh. I would need a hairdresser, someone that comes to me and could like fix my hair all the time. Either that or I would have to like go like Caesar. And I'm a little scared. I'm scared. I would do that. I would do it, but I'm a little scared. Maybe if I get to my goal, let me tell y'all. All right, right now, I'm going to tell y'all right now. If I get to my goal and my goal includes something that is in the back of my mind getting done, I might do it. I might dare to do that. To just shave or like have a low, like just a little curly fro kind of look with 2 lines right here or somewhere. Miss Nikki said, oh, wait, click here. Hello, click here. What? Ask him if he, I don't know. You're not really. Jesus and look, IK, you think Jesus is fake, but have you really prayed to him? I'm sorry, I don't know. I think I know what you're saying, but okay. Miss Nikki said, oh, they were big mad. My mother and I didn't fix our relationship until my eldest was almost 1. Wow. My cousin had a child young, and we all just helped her, and no issues to us. T said, I never had children, but if I would have knew that when I was younger, I would have just been a hoe. No, you wouldn't. Like being a hoe, I remember this one girl growing up, and they were relentless. Like if you get that scarlet letter as a young lady, if you get that scarlet letter, hold on, y'all. Hold on. How much time have we been on? Okay, we got another 10 minutes. What is fine? Hold on one sec, guys. I'm coming. Sorry, guys. Give me a sec. I'm coming. Hey, nerd. Terrell, thank you. Memphis. Who's Memphis? Memphis, your skin is so perfect. My skin is so perfect? You think so? Even with this, look. You think that's perfect? No, I'm just kidding. I used to have my hair like that before I had locks. I don't know. I might do it. I just need a little shop behind your house if you need a live close hairdresser. I do. I would need somebody that could fix my hair, because there's a few things that you know what you're good at. Hair looking luscious. Y'all like this one, boy. And I was out and this lady ran me down. I'm not even kidding. And she was like, your hair is beautiful. And I'm like, oh, she thinks it's my hair. Vanessa says, I have another question. Do you think that giving up a child for adoption is more traumatized than that child not having their dad or mom in their life at all? So Vanessa, that really depends on the situation, because I worked in the system, and hold on one sec. Let me finish this and hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Let me send this out. Okay. And in some situations, adoption is a better option. Oh, that rhyme, bars. Adoption can be a better option. So it really depends on the situation. It depends on if it's an open adoption or not. It really, really depends on the situation. But if the child stays with the parents, that could be better. It really depends. It's hard to say which one would be more traumatizing, because there's a lot of people that were raised by their parents and they were traumatized by their parents too. So, but what I'm speaking about, you see, like when we talk about this topic, a lot of people will talk like about specific situations, and of course, everybody's situation isn't going to be the same. But what I'm speaking about is the shift in society where being unwed, having children, and just having these children and unwed is now become the goal, and not and then people even look at marriage, like marriage is now looked at as an afterthought, as a piece of paper. It's not seen in the same light that it used to be seen in. A lot of people even will call women that want to be married pick-me's because they want to get married. Like, it's more acceptable to be outside. We outside tonight. It's more acceptable to be outside than to be grooming, not even grooming yourself, to be looking for a husband. Like, you're considered a pick-me if you look. So where did that shift happen? That's really more of what I'm talking about than, individual situations. Because I know that people have children out of wedlock and they're just fine. The kids are just fine. Everything worked out. The parents, even though they weren't together, were able to co-parent, and that is probably the best scenario. But in most of the cases, we're seeing baby daddy and baby mama drama, and then somebody is having another kid with another person that's not either one, and it's just kids everywhere. And these children are siblings, but they're not being raised together. And then what happens? They're ending up, because a lot of in our inner cities, people are having children. They're not going across town and having children. They're having children in the same vicinity. So those children are going to end up at the same high school, but they don't know that they're related. Did you hear what I? They go. They're not going to know they're related. Because, like, think about all of the kids that are being just born. I'm talking about the effect this is having on society, not just individual situations. And I'm not pinpointing anybody that specifically in the chat might be a single mom. I really want to be careful with that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the attitudes surrounding being a single parent, being a single mother, praising women that are having children from married men. Like, this is okay now. Everybody just free for all, spread it everywhere. Hi, what up, nerd? He said it sure is fun practicing making that baby. How are you? Nasim. Oh, that was Nasim. Hey. Hi, Joseph. Hello, beautiful. How are you doing today? I hope you are having a great day. Hey, Joseph. What you made? What you made to eat? Nerd said, but I produce big babies. My youngest was almost 10 pounds. Did you buy you have a wife, right, Nerd? Nerd, are you still here? Do you have a wife? Are you married? Because if you having 10-pound babies, that lady better be married, and she better have gotten a present for pushing out a 10-pound child. Okay? Richard said, you funny. No matter if both of y'all were in its life, they'll still be angry. True that. Like, it really depends on the situation when it comes to it, because some people were raised in with parents that were married, and they felt like they weren't provided with certain things, or they whatever. Like, people, no matter what, people are gonna find some fault in something. But I'm talking about the global implications or the societal implications of all of this, just having this free-for-all with having kids. It's a free-for-all. I know, Rigid. Everything we know. Being a hoe was funny. It's thoughts now that I'm older. Listen, it sounds cute, and like when they talk about it on television shows, that sounds cute, but actually busting it open for somebody you don't know, when you wake up out of that drunken haze the next day, how does that really feel? I don't know. Richard said 34, computer is a completely different job, don't compare. Wait, Richard, you told us that, but we all have jobs. Are you under 30? 34, computer is a completely different. You know what? I've got to say this about people that work in IT. You definitely talk how you type. Because when I go to the IT people, like when I have to talk to them one-on-one, they're very like straight to the point. Miss Nikki said, I really believe that as long as we don't have enough respect for ourselves to demand more from men, this will always be the world. And that's kind of the bottom line of what I'm saying. It's really about respecting yourself and demanding what you deserve and not settling for the crumbs. And if you're willing to settle for crumbs, you can't turn back around and then demand steak. You know what they used to say? Who's gonna buy the whole cow when you're giving away the milk for free? Babylon. All right. It's really sad that many men are born in single mother homes where their mothers complain more about the baby mamas than their sons populating the world. And this is another societal thing. So it becomes a cycle now, right? This woman is now raising a boy, and she's either raising him as a mini man, like her little sidekick. He's involved in a whole bunch of adult conversations. Remember when we were growing up? And if adults were in the kitchen cooking and they were having an adult conversation and your ass came in there trying to butt in, they would tell you, get your ass in the, go play in your room. We having an adult conversation and you couldn't be in the mix of adults. That day is done. People have their little 7-year-old sitting there listening to everything. Yeah, girl, I was last night. Yeah, girl, you was. Oh my God, you was drinking babies, girl. And the little 7-year-old sitting right there. Nobody, like, there's no more filter. What happened to it? What happened to the filter? Children do not process information the same way as adults. So if you're having these explicit conversations around your kids, and you're talking about and you're bringing men in and out of your home, like it's man after man. So the boy is being raised to see that, oh, this is what y'all women do, right? Y'all have different men in and out of your house, around your son, around, and then when he grows up, what is he gonna do? He's not gonna trust women. He's gonna do the same shit, and he's gonna be populating the earth all over the place. I just finished cooking some spaghetti and fried chicken with some corn. Yo, Joseph, you be over there cooking. You like making fried chicken? You must make some good fried chicken. What's up, Diamond? Richard, I know then what you think I know. Oh, I know more than you think I know. Yeah, that's your generation. Y'all always typing riddles. My niece and nephew do that to me in text. I don't respond to them. I'm not doing that riddle BS. Pepper C said the birth rate has dropped. Okay. Okay, the birth rate has dropped. There are more girls, right, that are taking on this I don't want to have children vibe, which is great. But it hasn't dropped. Have you looked at the statistics of young black women with single households? So let me correlate this. When people say, oh, the birth rate has dropped, it's similar to another line of work that I had when I used to work in the well, I still kind of adjacent, but in the foster care system, right? And they did a big push to stop the number of children that were entering the system and becoming foster children, right? So the numbers have dropped significantly. So like, let's say in 2022, the numbers were 3,000 and just for my state, 3,500 new kids every year entered foster care. Now the numbers are 1,500 kids. But guess what? Even though the numbers have reduced, within the black and brown community, it's steady. It's still the same percentage of that 1,500 kids entering the system. So the same thing with the numbers the birth rate numbers have dropped. Yes, but when you look at who is still having children out of wedlock, black and Hispanic people, women, and who has the highest death rate or the highest mortality rate when they have babies, black and Hispanic women. So even though the numbers have dropped, the what's the word I want to use? The disproportion of people that are affected negatively by pregnancy are still black and brown people. Black and brown